What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about here on a daily basis. We got multiple things for you guys here in this video. Also, we're giving away cash to some of our viewers. If you can guess the answer to a trivia question, you could win money directly from me. We're giving away $50 to multiple viewers here, thousands of dollars to from here until the end of the year. So if you can guess the answer of a trivia question, which I will give you one in this video, you could win money directly from me. So make sure you watch this video all the way to the end of the video, and I'll give you a trivia question. You could win money directly from me. Yeah, that's right. Also, thanks so much for liking and sharing these videos as well. You guys are amazing. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe. Click the subscribe button down below so you don't miss out on new videos. It's completely free to do so. And remember that new videos come out here every day on our YouTube channel at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, let's jump right in. We got a lot to cover. Okay, yeah, so mortgage interest rates are actually plunging, believe it or not, even though the Fed, the Federal Reserve, is expected to raise interest rates again. So, it really a strange turn of events here. You could see here mortgage rates plunge with the largest weekly drop since 1981 in 41 years. Yeah, it was really, really strange to see this happen with interest rates going up. Here's why it happened because people think that we're going to see interest rates stop going up or at least slow down from going up. So it was an interesting kind of reversal here. Here's what happened. Yeah, mortgage rates dropped sharply last week following a series of economic reports that indicated inflation may finally be easy. May finally be easy. So it's interesting because we're seeing a lot of mixed variable messages here because I'm seeing some people say that inflation could go well into 2023. And then we're also seeing that the Fed is going to keep raising interest rates but slow down on them. So what happened here is the 30-year fixed rate mortgage averaged went down to 6.61% in the week ending November 17, down from 7.08% the week before. So it dropped like by 0.4%, almost half a percent in 1 week. Yeah, that's a lot, but remember, that's still really high from where we were. That's the largest drop in interest rates for mortgages since 1981 for a weekly drop. But remember, though, a year ago, mortgage rates for 30 years was at 3.1% for the average, and some people were able to get 30-year mortgage rates under 3% in the 2 point something percent range. Okay. Mortgage rates have risen throughout 2022, spurred by the Federal Reserve's unprecedented campaign of hiking interest rates to tame inflation. But the latest CPI inflation rate showed that inflation is coming down. Yeah, so here's how much homebuyers could save after the mortgage rates tumble. So even that half a percent or less than half a percent makes a big difference. Makes a big difference. So here's the details on this. Yeah, so this half a percent or less than half a percent drop could save homebuyers more than $100 a month. $100 a month just from that one drop. This shows you how much interest rates matter. And this shows you how much it's costing people because it's basically more than doubled. According to an analysis from real estate company Redfin, now the typical monthly mortgage payment across the US is $2,430, down from $2,542. So it basically would drop if you went and got a mortgage today based on in whatever they're calculating the average cost here on. They went down $110 a month just from that that one drop. That one drop. So here's where it gets interesting here. They said, quote, more casual buyers may want to wait a few more months as there's reasons to be cautiously optimistic that the worst of inflation and high rates are behind us and monthly payments could come down more. However, this is where it gets really bizarre, right? I mean, every recent report I'm reading is betting that the guessing. We don't know what's going to happen with the Federal Reserve until they actually do it here in December. The next Federal Reserve interest rate meeting is betting that the Fed is going to raise interest rates again in December by another 50 basis points, which would be a half a percent. Again, this will affect credit card interest rates. This will affect mortgage interest rates. This will affect loan interest rates, car loan interest rates, used car loans, new car loans, and peak policy rate may be higher, which means the overall interest rate that they're going to stop at might end up higher as well. Okay? So every time they raise interest rates, this has also been raising credit card interest rates. Okay, credit card interest rates are also at an all-time high, at or around near 20% on average. On average, the highest credit card interest rates out there right now are at 35, 36%, which is just insane. Insane. Okay, remember when the average home mortgages went from like 3% to 7%? That meant that people were paying like $1,000 more a month just in interest. Because remember, the balances are so high. $400,000 homes, that's $1,000 more in interest, right? Now, when you pay a 20% interest rate, that means every year you're paying 20% of the balance just in interest. So if you have a $10,000 balance, 20% of that a year, $2,000, is just in interest every single year. You're paying $2,000 just in interest. Yeah, so normally, every time they raise interest rates, so they're expected to raise it by another half a percent, interest rates on everything go up. But we're seeing kind of an anomaly right now where um, the market kind of dropped a little bit by about half a percent, at least in mortgages. I don't know if we have data yet on credit cards. It's probably too hard to tell that to aggregate that, but it's really interesting that like in between these Fed interest rate decisions, the mortgage rate has kind of dropped because I guess kind of looking forward, they're thinking that maybe we've kind of got near the top. So the other thing that can kind of play a factor in here is that banks can also say, we're seeing mortgage demand really low, really low. I mean, here were some headlines here from almost a month ago. Mortgage demand hits 25-year low as rates top 7%. Mortgage demand hits 25-year low. Also, mortgage demands from home buyers is now nearly half of what it was a year ago. So remember here that banks can ultimately decide to lower their interest rates. Because remember, ultimately, banks and credit card companies, which are actually kind of a form of a bank, can decide to lower their interest rate. Okay, they don't have they ultimately control the rate of what they're lending out money, because remember, a credit card company is actually lending out money. It's a form. Most people don't really think of it as a loan, but it kind of is. The reason credit card interest rates are so much higher is because it's not really a guaranteed loan. There's no collateral there. There's no house or there's no car. The reason that cars and homes have much lower interest rates is because if you default on the loan, they could go take the collateral back. They could take the home or they could take the car. With credit cards, if you file bankruptcy or stop paying or something like that, there's they can't really go and take back very much or anything. Okay. So that's why the interest rate's so much higher. It's not really collateralized. Yeah. Um, but now that mortgage rate is so much lower, these banks are probably starting to itch and say, well, we're not really getting very much business. So, and now that they maybe see the Fed starting to say, yeah, we're not going to be raising rates very much anymore. Maybe we're getting near the top. Maybe they've collectively decided to say, well, we're getting close to the top. We need to maybe start to lower rates a little bit. So you can let me know your thoughts here on this. The problem here is, as you can see here, inflation might be cooling, but Thanksgiving dinner prices are still red hot. Yeah, and this is the problem here is food prices are not going down at all. We're seeing this in multiple categories. Food prices not going down really very much or at all. The cost of a Thanksgiving meal will be the highest ever this November, according to the American Farm Bureau's annual survey. An unfortunate reminder that inflation headache that Americans, investors, and policymakers alike are anything but thankful for, even as inflation has begun to slow. The average cost nationwide for a 10-person Thanksgiving feast is $64.05, the American Farm Bureau's calculations found. The survey measures the price of 12 Thanksgiving staples like whole turkeys, box stuffing, and pumpkin pie filling fit to feed 10 people using 224 shopper data reports across the country. Turkey is by far the largest driver of the increase, with the American Farm Bureau estimating the average cost of a 16-pound turkey rose 21% or $5 to $29 basically. We all with while all goods except for cranberries also climbed in price. Wow. The average price of box of stuffing is up 69% to almost $4, while pie crust rose 26% and dinner rolls 22%. This is the problem with food, right? It's just up just ridiculously, right? Now, Thanksgiving prices are highly regional. The average cost of Thanksgiving dinner is 58.42 in the South compared to 71.37 in the West. According to the survey, a more than 20% difference. While prices in the Northeast is $64 and in the Midwest $64 are between the two extremes. Yeah, so this was for a uh, 10 people price. Or, yeah, for 10 people. Food prices, especially meat, were particularly impacted by factory closures due to the pandemic and supply chain bottlenecks. The average cost of meat, poultry, fish, and eggs rose 8% last month compared to a year ago, according to the Labor Department, and is up a whopping 28% compared to 2 years ago, or compared to 2019, which would be what, 3 years ago? So 28% compared to 3 years ago, the last pre pandemic autumn. Wow. Yeah, see, that's a lot. I mean, that's what, like a little bit over 9% a year. Inflation has hovered at its highest since the early 1980s. Also, this wave of bird flu has killed millions of turkeys this year, greatly decreasing the supply of Thanksgiving birds. It's also been in eggs too, and chickens. The total number of turkeys slaughtered for consumption on year to date is down 4% compared to the same period last year. Yeah, so I guess viruses and pandemics aren't just in humans. Like, this bird flu that's been going on for a while. I've been reporting on that for a while. I mean, obviously not every day, but that bird flu has been going on for a while, for a while. Remember egg prices on eggs have been up for a while now. You can let me know your thoughts here. So, also, this is part of the reason why we're giving away. I wanted to give away just turkeys, but it just wasn't like, it was cost prohibitive. I looked into a service that would ship out frozen turkeys, and it was like double the price to ship out a frozen turkey. And it was like, I'll just send out $50 to people so they can just buy the turkey, or if they don't want to buy a turkey, they can just use it for whatever they want. And this way, I can give out more to more people. So, with that being said, we're doing daily trivia questions. If you can answer the question directly from me, you could win money directly from our family here. Just kind of our way of giving back to our community here, just for watching. Yeah, if you're watching, we consider you a part of our family. Yeah, our extended family, our YouTube family here. Yeah, so remember, new videos come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're trying to do new videos here every day, or new new videos every day, of course, but new trivia questions here every day as well. If you can answer the trivia question correctly, then you could win money directly from me. Yeah, so all you have to do to answer is leave a comment down below. It's completely free to do so. If you guess correctly, you'll be entered into the pool of people who have guessed correctly, and from there we have a program that randomly picks people randomly. Okay, and we're picking people from every video. After a few days go by, I go back in the comments section and pick. I respond to the people who were picked. I give them a heart. So to know you won, you get a heart from me, and I will respond and say you won, and I will tell you how to communicate with me, and make sure it's not a scammer. I don't have Telegram. I don't have WhatsApp. So if you have somebody saying, text me, call me, WhatsApp me, it's not me. And you'll always get a heart from me, and I will tell you you're the winner. Okay. So today's trivia question is, how many places in the US have the word turkey in their name? Yeah. Or maybe I should say, how many cities in the word, or how many cities in the US have the word turkey in their name? Yeah, so how many places or cities in the US have the word turkey in their name in the United States? If you think you know the answer, or if you just want to guess, leave a comment down below. And if you're right and you get picked from the winners pool, you just could win $50 from me. We're going to be giving away thousands of dollars here before the end of the year. And honestly, I'm probably going to just keep doing this after the after the year's over as well. I like this. I like this one. Before this, we did the What's in the Box contest. If you've been watching me as well, I've given away well over $10,000. I'm not even sure how many. Ain't nobody got time to just keep track of all this stuff. It's just too much to keep track of. I'm lucky to keep track of the last one or two, right? So yeah, I've already picked a bunch of winners. Actually, my wife's helping me with this stuff. And yeah, if you're a winner from the last one or two, it always takes me a day or two to get back to you. I'm filming, and I'm responding to people and all this stuff. So yeah, just be patient with me. I got a lot of stuff going on here. So yeah. So make sure you subscribe down below to our YouTube channel. It's completely free to do so. New videos come out here every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also thank you for liking and sharing these videos as well. You can click here to watch my newest video next. And you can click here to see my new video about stimulus checks. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.